What if I told you that the secret to achieving anything in life doesn't lie in motivation, discipline, or sheer willpower? What if the most powerful force guiding your success is hidden deep within you, in a place you rarely dare to explore? Carl Jung, one of the greatest minds to ever study the human psyche, discovered that the key to unlocking your fullest potential is not about pushing harder or trying more. It's about understanding a part of yourself that most people ignore, the unconscious. This is not a story about quick fixes or hacks. It's a journey into the shadows and light within your own soul, where true transformation begins. In the next moments, I will take you through a revelation that could change how you see your goals, your struggles, and ultimately, your life. This secret isn't just a theory. It's a profound truth that has shaped the lives of countless visionaries, artists, and leaders. But beware, this path demands courage, honesty, and the willingness to face parts of yourself that you might have hidden away for years. Are you ready to unlock a power so profound that it can redefine everything you thought you knew about success? Let's begin. The journey to achieving anything worthwhile begins with an intimate dialogue between the conscious mind and the unconscious realm, a realm Jung believed to be the wellspring of creativity, insight, and authentic purpose. It's in this shadowy territory, often dismissed or feared, that the true blueprint of our potential resides. To approach this secret is to confront a paradox. The more you try to control and force your will, the more resistance you meet, both externally and internally. Jung described the psyche as a self-regulating system, much like the body's own ability to heal, suggesting that true growth emerges not from imposition, but from alignment. Imagine a vast iceberg with only a small tip visible above the water, the conscious mind, and a massive unseen structure beneath, the unconscious. This unseen majority holds forgotten memories, repressed emotions, archetypes, and primordial images that silently steer our behavior, decisions, and feelings. Most people navigate life unaware of this invisible force, believing their thoughts and choices emerge purely from conscious deliberation. Yet, when we tap into this deeper layer, we access a reservoir of wisdom that transcends logic and immediate reasoning. It is where intuition is born, where creative solutions arise spontaneously, and where our deepest longings find their voice. However, this unconscious territory is not a serene place. It is turbulent and charged with conflicting energies, fear, desire, love, rage, each demanding recognition. Jung insisted that the path to achievement requires embracing these conflicts, rather than denying them. The shadow, as he named it, represents the parts of ourselves we reject or hide, but it is also a source of hidden strength and authenticity. By facing the shadow, we integrate these disowned aspects, which leads to psychological wholeness and a powerful internal cohesion that fuels sustained effort and clarity of purpose. This process is far from comfortable. It often involves a painful reckoning with aspects of ourselves that contradict our ideal self-image. Yet, in this confrontation lies the alchemical transformation. The more we accept and understand our shadows, the more liberated we become from the unconscious sabotage that undermines our goals. Jung's secret is not to eliminate weakness or darkness, but to recognize and harness it as part of the whole self. Moreover, this integration opens the door to what Jung called individuation, a lifelong journey of becoming who we truly are beneath societal masks and conditioned roles. In this journey, achieving anything is less about external milestones and more about the alignment between inner truth and outer action. It is a radical redefinition of success, where fulfillment arises not from achievement alone, but from the authenticity and harmony of being. Yet, despite its profundity, this process often eludes those seeking quick results. The unconscious speaks in symbols, dreams, and metaphors, requiring patience and openness. It resists direct commands and instead responds to subtle invitation. Jung taught that we must listen deeply, trust the mysterious language of the psyche, and allow insights to unfold organically. Only then can we uncover the hidden currents that propel us forward. In essence, Jung reveals that the secret to achieving anything is a sacred conversation with the self, a willingness to explore depths previously ignored, to reconcile conflicts, and to embrace paradox. This is not a path for the faint-hearted, but for those brave enough to journey inward. It holds the promise of unlocking an extraordinary power that no external force can replicate. What truly sets apart those who achieve monumental success is not simply their external circumstances or raw talent, but their ability to engage with the mysterious wellspring of the unconscious mind that Jung so profoundly explored. It is here that the silent, invisible forces orchestrate the narrative of our lives, shaping our perceptions, motivations, and ultimately, our destiny. Jung's secret, at its core, hinges on the concept that achieving anything significant demands more than conscious effort. It requires a profound attunement to the rhythms and symbols of the unconscious self, a skill few consciously develop, but many unknowingly practice through dreams, intuition, and creative inspiration. This secret reveals itself in the dynamic relationship between the ego, the conscious sense of I, and the broader self, which includes the unconscious, layers that often appear as irrational or even threatening. Jung insisted that the ego alone cannot carry the weight of genuine achievement. It must expand and evolve by integrating what lies beneath the surface. This integration is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process, a lifelong dialogue that continuously reshapes who we are and what we are capable of. In practical terms, this means that true achievement is not a linear climb, but a spiral journey marked by setbacks, revelations, and transformation. At the heart of this journey is the acceptance of paradox, the realization that the parts of ourselves we fear or disdain often contain the very seeds of our greatest strengths. The unconscious does not abide by the simplistic logic of the conscious mind. It speaks in contradictions, symbols, and stories. To harness its power, we must learn to read these symbols not as obstacles, but as guides. Jung's work with archetypes, universal symbolic figures embedded in the unconscious, offers a map for navigating this terrain. By recognizing these archetypes within ourselves, whether the warrior, the healer, the trickster, or the sage, we gain insight into our motivations and the hidden forces driving our behavior. This recognition transforms the pursuit of goals into a sacred endeavor where success is measured not by external validation alone, but by the depth of personal transformation. The unconscious invites us to step beyond surface ambitions and connect with a more profound purpose, one aligned with our authentic self. In doing so, achievement becomes less about conquering the world and more about discovering and expressing our true nature. Yet this path is strewn with challenges. The unconscious can be elusive, sending messages in riddles and dreams that resist easy interpretation. It can also stir up uncomfortable emotions and memories that demand courage to face. Jung emphasized the necessity of patience and humility in this process, warning against the arrogance of assuming complete control over one's psyche. Instead, he proposed a partnership with the unconscious, a respectful dialogue that balances conscious intention with surrender to deeper wisdom. In this delicate balance lies the essence of Jung's secret, that to achieve anything of lasting value, we must cultivate an inner alchemy where conscious will and unconscious insight flow together harmoniously. This is not about relinquishing agency, but about expanding it, allowing the unconscious to illuminate paths and possibilities invisible to the purely rational mind. Ultimately, those who master this art of integration tap into a wellspring of creativity, resilience, and clarity that propels them beyond ordinary limits. They learn to navigate the inevitable uncertainties and contradictions of life with grace, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth. Jung's secret is a call to awaken to the hidden dimensions of the self, to embrace complexity, and to trust that within this mysterious interplay lies the true power to achieve anything we set our hearts upon. The secret Carl Jung uncovered is not merely about personal achievement. It is about transformation on the most profound level of human existence, the transformation of identity itself. To truly achieve anything, one must be willing to dismantle the familiar structures of the ego and allow the emergence of a new, more integrated self. This is a process Jung called individuation, the lifelong journey of becoming whole by embracing every fragment of the psyche, including those parts we resist or fear. It is within this process that the secret to achieving anything in life truly reveals itself, not as an external formula, but as an inner evolution. Individuation demands courage, for it requires facing uncomfortable truths and releasing attachments to illusions of control and certainty. It asks us to surrender our rigid self-definitions and open ourselves to the unfolding mystery of who we are beneath the surface. As this new self emerges, it brings with it a profound alignment between conscious goals and unconscious desires, a harmony that fuels authentic motivation and sustainable success. Unlike fleeting bursts of willpower or external validation, this motivation arises from a deep place of authenticity and purpose, making it resilient in the face of adversity. Jung's exploration into the collective unconscious further expands this idea, suggesting that we are not isolated individuals but part of a vast, interconnected web of human experience and archetypal patterns. This interconnectedness means that achieving anything is not a solitary feat, but a dialogue with the greater human story, with ancestors, myths, and shared symbols shaping the way we move through life. By recognizing our place within this larger context, we gain a sense of belonging and support that transcends personal struggle. Achievement becomes a co-creation, a dance between individual will and universal forces. This realization shifts the nature of ambition itself. Instead of chasing goals dictated by societal expectations or superficial desires, the journey becomes about aligning with one's true calling, a calling that resonates with the deepest layers of the psyche. When this alignment is present, obstacles lose their power to derail us, as every challenge is reframed as an opportunity for growth and deeper insight. The unconscious mind, once feared for its unpredictability, becomes a trusted guide, leading us toward paths we could never have imagined from the limited viewpoint of the conscious mind. Yet this path is neither quick nor easy. The process of individuation unfolds gradually, often through cycles of confusion, doubt, and transformation. It requires ongoing self-reflection, openness to feedback, and the humility to accept that the journey itself is as important as any destination. Jung's secret is not about shortcutting the process, but about embracing it fully, recognizing that achievement is inseparable from personal evolution. In this way, the secret to achieving anything in life is deeply spiritual as much as it is psychological. It calls us to awaken to the fullness of our humanity, to integrate light and shadow, and to trust the unfolding of our unique path. Those who embark on this journey discover a source of power that transcends external circumstances, a power rooted in wholeness, authenticity, and the courage to become truly oneself. In the pursuit of anything meaningful, Jung's secret urges us to reconsider the very nature of effort and surrender. We often believe that relentless pushing, sheer force of will, and constant striving are the cornerstones of success. Yet Jung reveals a more nuanced dance between action and receptivity. Achieving anything significant requires a balance between conscious effort and the patient allowance of unconscious processes to unfold. It is in this subtle interplay between doing and being that true progress emerges. The unconscious is not passive. It is an active, living force that shapes our realities in ways we rarely perceive. Dreams, synchronicities, and moments of insight are its language, gentle nudges guiding us toward choices aligned with our deeper purpose. However, this guidance only reveals itself when we create the space to listen, to pause amidst the noise of daily life, and to trust the unknown. This requires humility, a letting go of the need to control every outcome, and an openness to surprises that may initially seem like detours or setbacks. Jung's perspective reframes failure and resistance not as signs of weakness, but as vital signals from the psyche. These moments indicate that something within remains unintegrated or misunderstood. Rather than ignoring or fighting these signals, embracing them as teachers deepens our self-awareness and strengthens our resolve. This process nurtures resilience rooted not in blind persistence but in wisdom, a resilience that adapts, transforms, and ultimately transcends obstacles. Moreover, this balance between effort and surrender cultivates creativity, a core aspect of Jung's secret. When we stop forcing solutions and allow unconscious wisdom to flow, new possibilities emerge, often in unexpected ways. This creative unfolding is less about imposing our will on the world and more about collaborating with the hidden forces that shape reality. It is a partnership that invites wonder, curiosity, and trust. This insight is perhaps the most profound challenge Jung offers, to move beyond the familiar paradigms of control and achievement, and to embrace a path of co-creation with the self. In doing so, we access a depth of power and purpose that transforms not just what we achieve, but who we become in the process. The secret Carl Jung revealed is not hidden in quick fixes or surface-level strategies. It lies within the profound, often challenging journey of self-discovery and integration, the willingness to explore the depths of your unconscious, embrace your shadow, and allow your true self to emerge. This path transforms the way you pursue goals, shifting from mere achievement to authentic fulfillment. When you align your conscious intentions with the wisdom of your inner world, you unlock a power that can truly move mountains. If this insight resonates with you, I invite you to join this journey with me. Subscribe to the channel to dive deeper into the mysteries of the mind and the keys to living a fulfilled life. Share your thoughts below. What part of Jung's secret challenges you the most? And if you found value in this video, please give it a like to support more content like this. Remember, true transformation begins within, and together we can unlock the extraordinary potential inside each of us.